How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great today. I just had
Great.
taco Mexicana from Domino.
Oh, that is why you're doing great. You had Domino's, man. It's been so long since I have had Domino's. Probably like I think around 3 or 4 months since I've had Domino's.
Why
But
you're
well,
so
now
strict
I
on
miss it.
diet?
Yeah, now I will order it tomorrow because I miss it
Yeah,
now.
yeah, and I just advertised for them, so they should pay me
Yeah, they should pay you and they should give me discounts because I'm ordering. So yeah,
next
that's
time.
that. But man, I just like Domino's does not give like a lot of discounts. Like it gives discounts on like bigger orders when you're ordering like 2 or 3 pizzas. And I'm like, it's just me, my mom and dad. My mom and dad, they don't like this stuff. So it's only me ordering all this. So I can't make big orders. But yeah, no discounts for small orders. That's the biggest challenge in my life right now. No discounts for people like me. But man, but Domino's is pretty good. I did not like, however, I don't know if you've tried it, but there was like a new launch of Domino's, which was what was it? I think it was like a paratha pizza or something like that.
Ah, I
Oh
didn't
God,
like
it's
it.
so bad. It's so bad.
I
Why
didn't
did
like
they
it.
do that? Why would they make a like that? Sounds like something like a 5-year-old child made. That okay, let's make paratha pizza. It's just so bad. How
I
how did
think
it
they
get
are like
approved?
they just try something, whatever comes to their mind, and directly experiment on there.
They like just see some. It's like they. I think they always think like there's a billion of population. Somebody will like it. No, just
Exactly.
give.
Just yeah, do target marketing only for them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so bad. But man, I hated that concept. But yeah, otherwise Domino's pizzas are great. Even the garlic bread is great. But that paratha pizza that pisses me off. Pisses me off like anything. That and that there's this one bloody thing called what was it? I think Pizza Hut was the one who launched it called like Momo Pizza or something like that. And it was so disappointing. Why? There is a reason it's separately made. There is a reason momos are Asian and pizza is not Asian at all. There is a reason for it. They don't go together. I don't know who decided, oh, we'll make, and the small pizza is such a scam because half of it is just covered with the momo and the like the thick layer of what is it? The crust, the pizza crust. And there's this part of pizza that is actually pizza. I'm like, what is this? Who approved this? It's so bad. And when I think people only ordered it, all these what do you call them? The influencers, the food influencers, and all these people, they ordered a lot of it, but
They
nobody
get
actually
sponsorship
liked
as
it.
well.
Yeah, exactly. They get sponsored. Like that's the only reason. Otherwise, like hated that. I was like, please keep them separate.
Uh, Tomorrow I will be like we have pizza party in our office in Pizza Hut.
Oh, tomorrow? Like in oh, you had pizza today, and tomorrow also you'll have pizza.
Yeah, today I had with my own money, and tomorrow.
I am jealous of you, but it's okay. I will order with my own money, which I don't have currently, but maybe I'll borrow from my dad. And then, uh, but yeah, but I now I need to eat pizza because like you have reminded me that pizza is a good thing in life. I must eat.
Twice I reminded.
Twice you reminded me, yes, and you are having it twice.
And you reminded me of Netflix. So yesterday I was like just watching some random movie.
Man, I think the other day when I told you about Netflix, I think it was yeah, it was yesterday only. I told you about Netflix, then ours was the last session. After that, I was like completely free. So I sat down and I opened Netflix, even though I had ton of other work to deal with. But I decided I will waste my time
Same.
today. I opened Netflix, and you won't believe what I wasted my. I did not even see a series or a serial or a movie or anything. There is a separate section on Netflix now, which is like the short clips for laughter, something like that. It is called.
Oh,
It's basically just like reels, okay? Just small clips from different types of movies and series that you have watched. Small funny clips from it, around like 10 to 20 seconds. I kept scrolling like reels.
wow, that's
I
really great
wasted.
concept.
I I wasted like an hour on that and then I slept. I did not work at all. I was like, great. I woke up with a lot of regret in the morning, but I was like, ah, it's fine. I wanted to rest. It's okay.
चलता है.
Yeah, it's like chalta hai attitude to that. I feel like today I will do the same because today I'm actually tired and I don't want to do any work. But let's see. I might get that motivation, the midnight motivation that we all get, that I need to get my life together today only.
Yeah, yeah. Now on.
Yeah. Have you done that? Have you ever like woken up at 3 and be like, let me make a timetable for tomorrow?
Yeah, the thing is, sometime in my sleep, I get so tense that what is happening in my life, and I get up, and whatever idea is there in my mind, I write it down in my journal or in Notion of my mobile,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
after that, after all the ideas is in the book, I will start like, no, now I shouldn't waste time. From it will be like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I will be like, okay, now I have to start. And after some time, I will come back to reality, and my eyes start to stick, and then I again go back to sleep. Then I wake up at like after everyone wakes up, which
Hmm.
is very yeah, yeah.
Then it's
Then everyone
regretful again.
scolds me. Yeah, again regret the same loop.
Oh man, this is so familiar and it happens. I think everyone goes through it. I don't know a single person who does not go through this midnight motivation thing because it happens very suddenly. And like there are times where I'm like, now from tomorrow onwards, I will wake up early, I will fix my life. And at 3 a.m., I'm setting the alarm for 5 a.m. And I genuinely think that I will wake up in 2 hours, and it never happens. And then I wake up like 6 hours later. So, yeah, again, the morning is spoiled. I think it's better to not have any expectations from yourself for the next morning. Then you actually end up like waking up early.
Yeah.
Because anytime I sleep with zero goals, then I wake up at like 5 in the morning and I'm like very fresh and nice and I feel great. Then I make the plan for the day and some I actually follow it. But anytime I try to do this midnight planning thing, it fails so miserably. I feel regretful for 3 days. So yeah, now I've decided sleep with zero plans at night. We'll see in the morning. So that's there. But are you an early riser? Are you a person who likes to wake up early?
I used to be an early riser, but now my things need to fall into place. So I'm not even a late night workaholic. Neither I wake up early and do. I just go with the flow and doing my job currently.
This is so relatable. You're the first person I'm relating to. Otherwise, everybody I talk to, either they are like early morning people or they are like night owls. I am neither. I am most active in afternoon. So I work during like my working hours are actually between 9 a.m. to like 5 or 7 p.m. max. That's when I can get all the work done. After 7 p.m. In my head, it's party time. I don't work after that. I'm like, now I will chill and I'll go to sleep. And early morning, I feel like early morning is the time for coffee, watch the birds, listen to some music, catch up on the email. I don't do any work like in the early morning. Max to max meditation is something I'll do if I wake up early, that is.
If
And yeah,
conditions apply.
yeah, condition is if. So yeah, that's there. My genuine working hours is 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's it. I work like as if my brain is an office. So yeah, that's there. But yeah, very few people relate to me. Otherwise, I know people who are like early risers and they wake up at 6 and then they make vlogs about it that I get all a lot of work done before
I
8
was
a.m.
I
I
was
do.
one of them.
Yeah, I hate people like that.
So you were telling me you hate
No, I don't hate you. But no, you're the likable person. But I mean, general saying it used to be very annoying for me when people would make
I
those
get
reels
it.
and everything. When
No,
they are
no,
like,
I got annoyed and I started making the same.
it happens to a lot of people because it's so funny because their motivation is usually like they'll make reels and they say stuff like, I do more stuff before 8 a.m. and that's the time when you wake up. And I have already
And
done
you
so
brush
much.
your teeth, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm at 8 a.m. just with brush in my hand thinking, should I brush first or should I eat and then brush? Just doing that calculation. And I used to
Makes
feel
sense.
so bad. So, yeah, I was like, why are these people that productive in the morning? And at
No, I
night
will
also.
tell you about my uncle. You will feel good
Hmm.
about yourself. My uncle is the director of Oracle. which is a very big
Oh,
company.
wow. Yeah.
Uh, Currently, he is in USA.
Uh-huh.
He was director of one branch in India. Now he shifted to USA. Even he does the same thing. He brushes after eating, and
Yeah.
he has a practical thing to say to that. Like, why
Yeah.
do you
I
think
also have. My
he
reason is
wants to save
usually I
time?
have to interact to people after my breakfast, right? So like I'll go and interact people after 10 a.m. So if I brush and then eat, I already have a bad mouth. And then if I talk to people, I get embarrassed if what if my mouth is stinking? Because Indian food is something that does smell a lot. So you actually need to brush your teeth if you have to be in like a very formal place. That's why I prefer like eating my breakfast first, then brushing so that I feel active again and I feel freshened up, and then I go to work. That was my logic. But yeah, a lot of people have that logic for doing this. Like my brother is the same way, so I feel less bad about that habit. But good to know that famous people are also doing that. So it makes it a whole lot better now. Uh,
Yeah.
but that's it. But wow, what a family kind like you are living in. You must live under so much pressure. Your uncle is the director of Oracle. I cannot imagine this. Like I have few cousins who are like very successful in life, right? And one of them is like a surgeon. So we hear about him all the time. And it is so annoying because my parents are like, look at your other brother, he's doing this, he's doing that, that one settled in Australia, and blah, blah, blah. And it's so annoying. Sometimes I'm just like, why are all of them successful? Can't some of them fail in life? Please, for once.
No, no. Actually, in my family, I also have some people who didn't achieve something. That's
Good.
why sometimes I feel okay. Yeah, I am little
Yeah.
bit better,
Yeah.
but I can't mention those names here.
That makes sense. It's that roommate or friend situation that when you go and meet those people, you're like, that you always should have some kind of roommate or some kind of friend that you meet, and you're like, I'm doing better than this guy at least in life. There's somebody who's doing worse than me. Then it makes you feel good. I know it's a very shitty thing, but it makes you feel better. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
secretly admit it that I do that. I
it
think
happens.
like that. In fact,
Yeah, but it happens. I feel like I'm miserable now because I used to be a really good student back in school, and I was the annoying kid for all the rest. Like I was the one their mothers were telling them about that be like
stay
her.
away from. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so now it's like now karma is hitting me back. So now my mother is telling me be like them. So that's awful situation. But yeah, it's bad to have successful people in family. I sometimes I really wish like at least one of them will get divorced or like demoted or something to
So
happen.
sometimes what happens is, see, I like I love to be around people who are super successful than me because it will
Yeah.
create an uncomfortable atmosphere and even I will be start working hard and
Yeah.
getting. But then eventually, at one point of time, when you don't want to do it, still when you are in that
Hmm.
circumstance, it will become so annoying and it will
Yeah.
be you will start searching meaning of your life.
Yeah, and it's bad. I remember doing that, and there was this one time I was talking to this person, great, successful. His brother is also successful. And I was like, why am I friends with these people? Because they were continuously talking about all the achievements that they have had and everything. And I could not relate at all with that at that point because I anyway don't enjoy my achievements a lot. And obviously, my achievements were nothing in comparison to theirs. I got up from there like as soon as the discussion ended. And I got up, and the first thing I did was I called my therapist and I was like, can we have a session today? I need help, feeling very anxious. She was like, what happened? I was like, it's urgent. So we had a session that day and I told her the same thing. And she was like, yeah, we talked about it for like an hour, of course, therapy session. I paid for it. She has to listen to me. So she doesn't have a choice. Yeah, that happened. But yeah, I get it. It happens. Sometimes you get too anxious and you're like, I'm not doing anything with my life. I think everyone like goes through it, especially in your 20s. I think your entire 20s are just you entirely trying to figure out what you want in life. And is this much success enough for you, or do you want more? So, Oh, that's also there. Like, where do you draw the line? This is my
There is
question. Like, has you
yeah, there is
understood
like
ever?
no particular line actually, because there
Yeah.
are both kind of people you can see, who is
Yeah.
satisfied in somewhere middle, who is not at all
Hmm.
satisfied even though they have so
Hmm.
much. And then there are people who haven't achieved almost anything and still they are so satisfied than you.
Yeah, that's true. And then there are people who've not achieved anything. They're trying to achieve something, but they're not getting anything, and they're not satisfied, and they won't be
I
satisfied,
know,
and
I
they
know,
will
I
never.
know, I know, I know
Yeah,
such
that is
people.
me.
Those
No, but like it happens. But like, what
no,
about you? What
then
category?
there are
Yeah,
some problems with such people. If I try to encourage them, motivate, whatever, they don't want me to help them, but
yeah.
they want to stay there and do it at their own pace or whatever. And I am like, I can't even pull them. I can't even tell them to stay
Yeah,
there. What do they want exactly?
yeah. They
So
don't know themselves also, but
no, finally, I sometimes think that they just want me to hear to them. That's all.
yeah, I think sometimes people just want you to hear them out because sometimes they don't want to be helped. Like they know what they have to do, but it's just like they're not in the mood of doing it. So they just sit and they just want to crib about it for a little bit and then they'll be fine. That happens, that happens. But what about you? What category are you falling into right now?
Right now, I'm in similar category. I normally don't fall in this category, but right now I have to admit I am in same.
Yeah,
I just
I get it. Like when you're like so busy, you don't want to hear people telling you how you can make it better because
yeah.
you know exactly how you can make it better, but you're trying to figure out the time for it, the exact opportunities for it, and other people won't understand that because they don't know your exact goal.